This is Katrina Dennis, and for today's Pillow Talk, we are chatting about Nintendo Direct and the madness that has been this spring for Nintendo. What a spring we've had. Nintendo has announced some amazing, super cool things coming up for this year, as well as a big announcement about E3, so let's jump right into it. So Nintendo Direct just happened in April, and it was all about the 90s kids' marketable marketness. Yes, if you've paid attention on Twitter or Facebook, I'm sure your friends have already talked about how Yes, I'm sure your friends have talked about it all on Twitter and Facebook, about Earthbound coming back to the Wii as downloadable content. The Wii U, rather. God damn it, there's always an extra little number or letter. Yes, it has been all over the Twittosphere that Earthbound is coming to the Wii U, that Donkey Kong is getting newer games and newer versus Mario techniques, that it is the year of Luigi, and that we are getting more Super Mario Bros., Super Luigi downloadable content to the Wii U, and so many other things that were from the 90s. Okay, so we're getting Earthbound for the Wii U, we're getting Donkey Kong, we're getting Mario and Luigi, we're getting more of the year of Luigi, we're getting a Link to the Past sequel, we're getting... God, Nintendo, what are you doing? We just found out that you guys aren't coming to E3. You've already broken our hearts enough. How many things are you just gonna re-patent and redistribute just to get us excited about things? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm excited about Earthbound. I almost want to get a Wii U now. Like, I still haven't got one, but that DLC might get me a Wii U. In what?
It's because you're a 90s kid.
It's because I'm a 90s kid! I know what I want. I want skateboards and neon t-shirts. Let's go. So Nintendo has pulled us up and thrown us down and pulled us up again. I'm honestly kind of excited for this year. I like the idea of the Nintendo Directs. I like quarterly updates from my gaming companies, so that's very nice. But at the same time, why aren't you guys going to E3? What the heck is going on here? I was really excited to see you. I love your giant white booth and all the crazy shit you put in it, like giant dragons and all that other madness that I have seen over the past years, but I can't even fathom an E3 without Nintendo. And I know everybody says, like, oh, it's not a big deal, they're still releasing all of their stuff, like, every couple months, but it's just like, the feeling of E3 is very different, and I guess, like, I don't want to sound like an incredible snob, but as an E3 attendee and somebody who's been going for so long, this is new to me. Usually I look forward to going to see Nintendo's booth and, like, gathering up all of the new swag and playing all of the demos that they have out there. Like, I was blown away last year, so this year I'm kind of scared. And I mean, the biggest problem with Nintendo is that they keep rehashing titles, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love these titles, I grew up with these titles, and I'm still gonna play Mario Party when it comes along, but I kind of want something new. It's very rare that we get a new, unique game from Nintendo that really stands out, and what I've noticed is that, like, third-party developers are starting to take over the Wii U, so it's a little upsetting to see this kind of attitude from Nintendo. I am, though, looking forward to more of the Year of Luigi, and I'm, of course, looking forward to Earthbound, as I mentioned before, but I'm also hoping that Nintendo takes this strategy that they're apparently applying at E3 by not having a booth and instead holding smaller meetings to delivering more quality titles overall. For fans who have been here for years or fans that are just starting out, I want more content from Nintendo that says we are Nintendo, that says this is the next Mario, and it's not Mario, it's a new title that's amazing and has a character that's trademarkable, a character that, like, you can think of right off the bat, a household name. And that's what I want from Nintendo. I want more household names because I grew up with it and I expect a lot, I guess. And kind of the direction with Nintendo really confuses me too, because with the Wii, it was kind of something that anybody in your family could just pick up and go for, you know. I mean, we have comedians out there making jokes about their mothers who are like 70 years old playing the Wii. My mother uses the Wii, but she can't figure out the Wii U because it was definitely made in a way that was geared toward people closer to my age or even kids. So I feel like the family aspect of the Wii has also been taken away by the Wii U, and I'm kind of confused about the direction that Nintendo wants to go. So fingers crossed, I'm hoping this turns out really well and that whatever marketing strategy is going into this year shows us better results in gaming with Nintendo. So overall, the 3DS is obviously bringing in a lot more fan cred than the Wii U ever has and probably ever will. This Nintendo Direct was good, but it still didn't make me want to really go out and buy a Wii. Like that Earthbound announcement, the Link to the Past sequel, those were great. And while the Earthbound and Link to the Past sequels were exceptionally exciting, that Earthbound game is not enough to get me to buy a Wii U. Honestly, if I were Nintendo, I would scrap the entire concept of the Wii and the Wii U and focus on the 3DS until I, hypothetically, could put out a console system that competes with the Xbox 360 and the PS3, or what will be the next box and the PS4. There's so much happening right now between those two superpowers, and with Nintendo just putting things together the way they do, the way they don't seem to put a spotlight on anything but their rehashed video games, it's kind of upsetting. Like, you know, you can't keep up with major talents like that when you keep focusing on the same thing at Nintendo. And that's not to say that I don't like any of those things, because I love them, but you can only repeat things so many times before you fall. So for Pillow Talk, this is Katrina Dennis. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!
The intro, and it's a pillow
Shush!
talk.
I had a string of words in my head that did not execute the way I wanted them to, so you're gonna have to do that again.
Execute, that's a Pokemon.
Yes, it is,
You're
and we're
crazy.
talking about Nintendo, so
You're
shush.
crazy.